Their world is big on prime numbers, of course. Optimus Prime. There's this new drink called Prime. Deion Sanders was called 21 in Prime, was his nickname or his TV show on NFL Network. The prime number the 523rd prime number, 523. It's 3761. 37 is the 12th prime number, 12 is number for the church. 37 is what goes into 999, 888, 777, 666, 555, all the way down. 111. 37 is fused there with 761. Again, 3761 is the 523rd prime number. 761 is what is the sum of the amount of verses in the book of Daniel and the book of Revelation. 357 and 404. 404 was my first address. I had a 357 was my graduation gift that got stolen when my old house was being refurbished. Long story, not important. But 761, I was trying to, my brain went blank, sorry. 761, it's my birthday. I was born 7/6/1961. So when you see that 760, and 404 was my first address I lived at. As soon as I came home from the hospital, that was where we lived, 404 Lime Street, downtown Auburndale. It's now a church parking lot, or I think it's a building now. But you can look it up. It's 404 on all the corresponding streets. That like all the addresses are the same. And Trump was born. See, it's a full moon, and we know an IPEC goat, he rises up through a full moon with that right eye wound. And Trump was born under a Sagittarian moon, which this is a full moon in Sagittarius. And the sun was in Gemini. Like that's his zodiac sign. It's your sun sign. He's a Gemini. When he was born, it was a total lunar eclipse, full over Egypt when he was born. Of course. What's on the back of your dollar bill? ISIS, it's their world. We're just living in it. Well, God's ordained it, but you get the idea. God said, I create evil, I, the Lord, do all the, yeah, because he's declared the end from the beginning. I digress, but would he be born again spiritually with the spirit of Antichrist, with Satan in possessing his body? As sheep are born again spiritually, is he going to be born again because their whole world, numbers, prime numbers, but sun and moon, zodiac, all that stuff. Is he going to be born again under the same sun, moon, full moon combination that he was born the first time? Albeit he was born June 14th. This is May 23rd, different month. But see, in the zodiac world, the sun signs go from like around the 20th, 21st to the 20th or 21st, 23rd each month. So it's the last third and then the first 2/3 of a month, which is symbolic. 1/3 to 2/3. That's also the separation of the fallen angels to God's angels, 2/3 to 1/3. And that full moon occurs in that 1/3, that last third of May, which is Gemini. I don't know. What do you think? That's interesting. How many days after in flower full moon in English ordinal or simple gematria comes to 187, which is 11 times 17, the Bible verse with the right eye wound. And 187 is murder code. So does he go down 2 days before and because of the murder or the 187 rises up? Wow. That's a big deal. How many days after the total solar? You know, it'd be a 14-year, very special anniversary for me too, which I certainly can't speak of. 14 year, yeah, 14-year anniversary to the day. It's 45 days, his number. Donald J. Trump in English gematria, not English ordinal or simple gematria, but English simple gematria times 6. I know it's confusing. A is 6, B is 12, C is 18 in English gematria. English ordinal or simple gematria is A is 1, B is 2, C is 3. But Donald J. Trump is 888. 148 in simple gematria, but times 6 is 888. It's 3,888 seconds from that total solar day. Wow. That is crazy. What do y'all think the chances are of that? The flower full moon. And Trump gave the Pope a lotus flower. Trump gave the Pope a lotus. There it is right there. It's that statue there on the left. That's not Trump, obviously, but that's the lotus there on the left. That's the lotus there on the left. And they're all dressed in black. Melania's dressed in black like it's a funeral. They were dressed as the Munsters. Like if you Google, is it Ivanka? Melania and Ivanka, the Addams family. If you just Google that, you get that photo. Let me grab it for you. Well, when I copied it, it's a little tiny photo, but you see them there, just like it's a funeral. Now watch this. I could be wrong. Let's see. Lotus represents the month of May.
According to Servidores del Evangelio de la Misericordia de Dios, the month of Mary, the lotus flower can be associated with Mary because it also symbolizes the purity of body and soul and reveals the innocence and original nature of the heart. This flower represents the qualities of Mary because she too is the purest and most beautiful amongst all the flowers.
It's like a Hindu Buddhist thing when you start to scroll and read it. What flowers represent the month of May?
According to Flower Delivery, the May birth flowers are lily of the valley and hawthorn. With its delicate flowers and sweet scent, lily of the valley is a real favorite of many.
That's right, it's Lily. And Lily was her name in I Pet Goat. And she delivered that flower full moon. See, the total solar eclipse does not deliver the flower full moon. It's 45 days out. But when you go to iPet Goat, another way they could slice it. See, there's the lotus popping up, and Obama starts to sweat when he sees it. And Lily delivered it. See, she represented the total solar eclipse of 2023, the blue moon year. That's what all these characters are. They're blue, and there's the blue moon as their heads are connected. Right there. See all the craters? And that was a blue moon year. There were 2 full moons in August, and there's 12 of them. You say, well, if there's 2 in 1 month, that's 13. Yeah, her apple burst into the flower full moon of last year on May 5th. I wonder if that's why they took IPEC Goat down, because it was a cryptic lie for us to think it was last year's flower full moon when it's actually, in essence, this year's flower full moon. Could that be possible? Because they took it down. Heliofont took it down. That's very interesting. Trump is 28,468. 68 is a reversal of 86. He's 77, 11, 9. 119 is Donald. People also call that a backwards 9/11. It's 77 years, 11 months. You have the 7/11 built right in there. For Revelation 11:7. Remember 9/11, September was the 7th month. October, octagon, octopus was once the 8th month. November was once the 9th month. December, decade, decameter, tens. December was once the 10th month. Could his event be May 21st? He would go down on a Tuesday till Tuesday had a song in Donnie Darko. What was their song? It was their famous song. Till Tuesday, oh, its voices carry. I know what it is now. Yeah. And that's when Donnie gets in front of the lamp like it's an eclipse when it's playing. Let's see if YouTube gives it to us. Voices carry, Donnie Darko. Oh, the thumbnail would show him in his bedroom, because that's when it's playing. I'll probably have to put the DVD in and just do it myself. Donnie Darko in his bedroom, voices carry. Hang on, this might be this. I could barely hear it in the background. So that's the scene when he's in his bedroom. And see, he gets in front of that lamp. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it. Yep. And he gets in front of his lamp. Somebody did a decode on that one time.
My son just called me a bitch.
Do they go back and show him in his room getting up out of bed? Because he eclipses the light. I don't think that's what's important. Oh yeah, it's the pill. It says, I think it says Donald Dark, which stands for Donald Dark and Dried Eye on the pill bottle. And it's got the year 88. It's 5/24 on that pill bottle. That's the day after. Wow. This is so weird. If you're watching this and you don't like me, you go, you're weird. Wow. To each their own, huh? And see, there's some people circling it and so forth. Because it says cryptically 2 caps. Take 2 caps. Like bang bang. Popped off the caps. The right eye wound and so forth. That's so weird. So if he was to go down on May 21st, rise on May 23rd's full moon, May 22nd is Wednesday, the day of woe. Yep, and they're opposite each other. Wednesday came out on November 23rd. That's the mirror of May 23rd. Six months apart. They do stuff like that. I mean, everything that they do, it's a very OCD. You just have to, I don't know. I've just always had a feel for like numbers, stuff. So all that stuff just sticks in my head. This is a big deal because May is the divine feminine month. It's the Queen of Heaven, Queen of the Universe. That's why Mother's Day, it's Mother Earth Day, basically. You heard the Google search say Mary, which that's why she's deified in pagan Rome. Wow, this is a big deal. This is a big deal. It's a big deal. All right, love you.